Hey everyone, what's going on? This is your boy Derek Gordon, aka DG. Mask on, mask on. And I'm gonna just tell you now, I have a little bit of a cold that I'm still getting over, so I may be doing some sniffling during this video, but I felt that I couldn't wait any longer and I wanted to get this video out today. As you can see from the title of the video, we are talking about some things today. We are definitely talking about some things today. Some very important topics. First and foremost, let's get right into it. It's been a long time coming for this because I've seen in recent comments on other videos, people wanted me to tell my experiences with being black, gay, in sports, and there are some other things as well that I want to discuss, like some situations that happened. One situation when I was in the closet and another situation when I just came out that you cannot find on any news article or anything like that. So I definitely want to share that with you guys for sure. So let's get right into it. This is another raw, uncut video. Just like I said, when talking about topics like this, I like to keep it raw and uncut for this purpose. No editing at all whatsoever during this video. So let's get right into it. I want to start with this situation that happened when I was in the closet. It almost feels like it happened yesterday. I'm originally from New Jersey. Currently live in LA, but originally from New Jersey. In Asbury Park, which I love that town. They have a gay club out there and it's called Club Paradise. Shout out to Club Paradise, by the way. I know the managers there, the bartenders. That was by all means my favorite place to go. And back then it was a safe place for me. I didn't have to worry about people judging me and everything like that. So it was one night I was there. It was over the summer and I was dancing. I was on the dance floor. My song was playing. I was getting busy. When I say I was getting busy, I was getting busy. I love to dance. And I get a phone call. And the phone call is from one of my teammates. And I'm not going to say any names, but this teammate of mine, he called me, former teammate, and he asked me where was I? And I said, I'm out at the club. And he said, what club? And I could hear other people in the background, like, talking. And it didn't even come to mind. Like, I wasn't even in the right space. I don't drink or anything like that, but I wasn't in the right space to take that phone call. So I was surprised for myself that I even answered the phone. So I said Club Paradise. And when I said Club Paradise, I could just hear laughing in the background and the phone went dead. It hung up. And when I say my heart just completely dropped, I didn't know what to do. So I did some quick thinking and I said, you know what? I got to do something. So let me find the two nearest girls and take a picture with them. Like, that's really going to work. But in my mind, I'm like, this has a chance at working. So literally, I'm going around the club looking for just, whether it's a group of girls or one or two, whoever. And I just said, could you take a picture with me really quick? And I didn't know if they were straight, gay, but whatever. My mindset at that time, I wasn't worrying about that. I was just like, I need to get this out immediately. So I took the picture and I sent it to them and I said, yeah, that's where I'm at. And they didn't buy it whatsoever. They did it. At that time, I never felt so uncomfortable and nervous of going back to school because I knew what would happen if I did. So at that moment, that's the time where I felt like running away and not necessarily ending my life, but, people, side note, some people think that it's just simple. It's just very simple to just say, oh, I'm gay, and just to tell someone that. It is not that simple. I'm going to be very honest with you. It's not especially at that time. It's just not easy. I think everyone who, part of the LGBTQ family will always remember that first time of when they told whoever and how that feels, like, or wondering who they should tell, whatever the case may be. We all will always remember that. I know I remember it like it was yesterday. And it is not just that simple as far as like, oh yeah, telling someone, oh, by the way, I'm gay. It doesn't work like that. Everyone's different. I know for me, it took a while. It took a couple years actually, but I'm glad that I was able to come out. So, I helped a ton of people. But anyway, sorry for saying that, but I just felt that I needed to bring that up because by all means, it's just not that simple whatsoever. Another thing, I lost my best friend 3 weeks ago. Probably longer than that, probably about a month ago. And this is very topic. I'm not even sure why I'm bringing this up, but I'm bringing it up because I know he was getting ready to come visit me, and it didn't even happen. He never made it there. And I'm not going to go into details about it because, he's dealing with all that stuff in court and everything like that. So but it really affected me. My best friend's death, and it was another death that I read. A young kid from Tennessee. I guess he texts someone on a group text message or whatever it may be, and told them, or told one person or a group of people that he was gay. They took a screenshot of it and sent it to people around the school. He didn't even make it to school. He ended up committing suicide. And and the reason why I say that, because the pressure and just like, people are going to say stuff like it's tough. It's tough. It's not easy whatsoever. And just those kind of stories and reading stories about, I remember two lesbian couples overseas ended up getting jumped by like 5 or 6 guys. Like stuff like that. For one, I hate bullies. I absolutely hate bullies because I feel like bullies always pick on people smaller than them. And it's just not right. But as we all know, there is a lot that needs to change in this world, as we all know. But I'm going to get back to the story. So I get back to school. I ended up going back. I had no choice at the time. I said, you know what? I have to face it and, see what happens. Maybe they forgot. Maybe they won't bring it up. That's what I was thinking. Because a couple of days went past before, a couple of days went by before I had to go back to school. So I was like, yeah, maybe they not going to talk about it or bring it up. And literally when I saw one of them, the person who called me, he just made a smirk on his face. And for a couple weeks after that, like just the picking on me and teasing me, and don't get me wrong, I'm a big guy, but I think in a situation like this, when you don't want to necessarily out yourself, there's only so much you can do at that time. By all means, things are a lot different now. And that's why I came out, because I don't care what people think about me. I am who I am. But back then, yeah, it really hurt. Like, I really wish that they would have handled that situation differently. Because just like I said, if I wasn't the strong person that I am, I probably could have ended my life over something like that. And I don't think people really understand the effect that you have on teasing people and bullying people. Like that, it has an effect. And just like I said, if I wasn't that strong person who I am, no telling what would happen. So that happened when I was in a closet, and no telling how, when you really think about it, no telling how many other stories or situations are out there that people are going through similar situations that, as far as what I went through. No telling how many stories. I'm sure there are millions of stories, not even just the U.S., in other countries. So the other situation that happened when I came out, and these were teammates of mine, former teammates of mine. And so I came out publicly, and after practice, 3 people go in the shower, and I'm still getting my towel ready and getting ready to go take a shower. Soon as I go in the shower, the 3 of them come out. I took that as a complete slap in the face. And the reason why is because some of them were the ones who were saying how much they support me, this and that, in interviews and things like that. And they went and did 2 completely different things. Now, mind you, because I want to be very specific, this was not at Seton Hall University at all. Seton Hall was the school that I finished at as far as my college career. All of this happened at University of Massachusetts Amherst. All of that. And I'm not saying anything about the school at all, because I know Massachusetts is a gay state, and I have a lot of friends, gay friends, who live in Massachusetts. So it has nothing to do with UMass Amherst at all. This was just my experience and the teammates who I played with at the time, how they went about that whole situation. So I'm not bashing the school whatsoever, UMass. No, I'm just telling my experience. So yeah, that was a slap in the face. That was a complete slap in the face. So I said, okay, I'm gonna talk to them, because I'm not sure who they think they got me effed up. Let's just say that. So I went to them and I said, you know what? What y'all did was completely, not even gonna say disrespectful. It's just, I said, slap in the face. But I want y'all to know that even if, I don't bring personal business, when I played basketball at that time, that was my job. I don't bring my personal stuff into the workplace, so. But I said, if this was outside of sports and just in general, none of y'all are my types anyway. So, it really doesn't matter. None of y'all are my types. So do not get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. And they just looked at me like, wow, did he really just say that? Yeah, I just said that. And then I left. And that was it. And it never happened again. Let's just say that. It never happened again. But I did that to get my point across. By the way, I don't know if y'all noticed my lights back there. Those are the nano leaf panel lights. I absolutely love those lights. I installed them yesterday. Great. I mean, this is my whole gaming setup, but yeah, you can change to different colors and you can do all kinds of things. But yeah, that's a new addition to the room. Just wanted to throw that in there. So me being black, gay, and in sports, I'm trying to see where to start, because it's rare. It's not a lot of, when you look at it, as far as black gay athletes who came out, it's not a lot of us. It's me, Michael Sam, Jason Collins, Darren Young. Actually, he's a WWE wrestler, very good friends with him. It's not many of us, but I think people give the whole persona of black people being this whole thuggish, I don't know what word I just said, thuggish, macho, like we get labeled in a way, and I'm not saying everyone labels black people, but we get labeled as being this whole tough guy, and there's no way that he's gay. And believe it or not, if I would have never came out publicly, and I always say this because everyone thinks that everyone that's gay is feminine. And this has nothing to do with feminine people because I have a lot of friends who are feminine. You know, I don't care if you're feminine, transgender, whatever the case may be, LGBTQ, we're all family at the end of the day. We are all family, and I love my family. But people think, for some strange reason, people think that we're soft. People think that we're soft, that's for one. And I'm not sure where they get that from whatsoever, because by all means, I am far from that. And if I would have never came out, no one would ever know that I was gay, knew that I was gay. No one. No one would ever knew that I was gay. So it's kind of like, oh, am I boring you? I have a golden retriever. She always does these long sighs. Am I boring you? But yeah, for some reason, people think that, yeah, I don't know why people think. And that's a whole nother topic of discussion. And don't even get me started on the religion part. Oh, gays are going to hell and this and that. I laugh when I hear stuff like that because I believe in God and everything like that. And when people say that, it just baffles me. Oh my gosh, you're going to pay for your sins. And it's people are crazy when they say these things. It's like, what are you talking about? God loves everyone. But it just that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, I don't know why people have some people, I don't know, for some reason people think all gay people are soft. I don't know why people think that. I don't know why, because it's not true at all. But I grew up, don't get me wrong, before I came out, I was a little hesitant because of the people who I used to associate myself with when I was in the closet. I just knew that, they weren't going to accept, me, I just knew that they weren't. So I was just hesitant. I was just hesitant about that because I knew that, like, man, I can't be from New Jersey and where I'm from and be gay. There's no way. Don't get me wrong. I did try to, how should I say this? Force a change. Because here's the thing. You can't, and another thing, you can't just turn gay. People kill me with that. Like, why did you turn gay? What made you turn gay? No, you were gay the whole time. You just haven't come to that conclusion yet. It just didn't catch up to you yet. Everyone's born a certain way, gay, straight, whatever it may be. It's not, we just, yeah, one day I'm straight, then the next day I'm gay. It doesn't work like that. But anyway, yeah, being black, gay, and just like I said, I think in general, I'm not talking about just the African American community, but everyone. This is 2019. We're going on 2020. And the fact that we are even having conversations like this baffles me. I'm a personal trainer, so I was at work the other day, and I was talking to some of the other trainers, and we were talking about, I think we were talking about Shawn Mendes, because I think one of my co-workers were saying because I guess there were rumors of him being gay, whatever the case may be, and they said, oh, I wonder why he hasn't come out yet. And I I quickly got in a conversation because he was talking to somebody else, and I said, listen, it's not that simple. It's not that simple at all. You know, and this is what I said earlier, it's just not that simple as far as telling someone, oh, I'm gay. Because I had to break down to them as far as like everything that happened with Stonewall and back in the day, how cops used to go into bars and, you know, beat us and stuff like that. It's so much history that has happened. Like, I had to do my history just because I'm like, you know what? This is my community, my culture. You know, I want to know what happened in the past. And it's a lot that has happened that it's just like, it's insane. There's so many people that in the past that have paved the way for people like me and you. That is just, it's like, wow. Like, the things that people went through just to fight for, just really just to be them true selves. It's crazy. But, you know, it's still, it kills me that we're still having conversations like this. But by all means, I don't mind having conversations like this with y'all because I love helping people. I want to be able to help as many people as I can. So if I have to make videos like this to help that next person, I don't mind whatsoever. But I lost a lot of friends, of course, you know, but they weren't my true friends. They really weren't. That's when you really know who your true friends are. You know, they don't care. They love you for who you are, and that's all that matters. You know, but, you know, me being black and gay, there's still a lot that has to change, I think, in being gay in general. But, yeah, being black, I think, you know, people just had this whole persona of black people that, you know, we're this macho guy and tough guy and thuggish and whatever it may be. And it's like, yeah, no, that's not the case at all. But even in sports, like, and I'm going to say this, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, but I feel I have to say this. Me not being in the NBA, and I just have to say this, has nothing to do with me as a basketball player. And the reason why I say that is because I wasn't even given a tryout at all. Not one. I was the only person in NCAA history to take 3 different schools to the NCAA tournament. The only player. Every school that I went to, Western Kentucky University, University of Massachusetts Amherst, and Seton Hall University, we won at every school. And probably the best experience that I would say that I had was probably at Seton Hall. Loved it. They didn't care that I was gay, and it didn't affect us, and I believe that's why we won the way we did. The whole shower thing, and because I think that's another thing some people try to say as far as in sports, that it may affect the chemistry and all of this BS. To me, it's BS. No. Because by all means, I know people who are in professional sports now that are in the closet. So it's like, and I'm sure some of their coaches know too, but yeah, it's, and I'm not putting down the NBA at all. You know, I'm happy right now, you know? So, and my happiness is more important. So if y'all couldn't accept me for who I am, then, hey, I'm happy doing everything that I'm doing now. I'm an actor, I'm a personal trainer, and I have a book on the way soon. So I couldn't be any happier. So, but me personally, I had to say that me not making the NBA, I feel that it had nothing to do with my game at all. At all. I think it had something to do clearly with, yeah, my sexuality. So that's just my opinion. You know, that's how I feel. Because if you look at any article out there, people try to say, well, it has something to do, you know, it may affect the team chemistry or the locker room or whatever it may be, or that person may bring too much attention, unwanted attention, and this and that. And it's just, what just baffles me even more is that we live in a society that You know, we just want to love who we want to love. Like, why does it matter? Like, as long as I can still shoot the ball and everything like that, why does it matter who I want to love at the end of the day? It's crazy. It's almost like, really? Really? Not even just in sports, whether it's in the workplace, whatever it may be. Like, some people can be so judgmental and quick to judge someone just because of their sexuality. And it's just like, dude, relax. Chill. Since I'm gay, that doesn't mean I like you. Oh my gosh. It's really crazy. It's just, I think there's so many people that out there, they have a lot to learn about the LGBTQ community, and stop being so quick to judge us. Especially if you don't know your knowledge on our community, don't judge us. If you don't know what we've been through in the past, don't judge us. There are people out there who are killing themselves because they are worried about what people are going to say about them. It's messed up. We're going on 2020. People are ending their lives, and families are disowning their kids because, you know what I wish? I wish I had just a big resort. A big resort, and have everybody come there who's struggling and their families disowning them, and they can all just come there and we can all just be one big happy family. And that's how I feel sometimes. Because it's like, we're human beings at the end of the day. It shouldn't matter who we want to love. It shouldn't. Jesus, my gosh. But sorry for going on a little rant. It just really baffles me sometimes. I know I've been out since 2014, but you know, it's been so many things that has happened since then that it just makes me say, really. Like, we're still dealing with this. Like, anyway, I hope that covered everything. Like I said, this is a video that I just wanted to share with you all. Go into details about some other topics as far as what I talked about at the beginning, some things that y'all do not know about. And I hope this video helps billions of people around the world. Like, I love helping people. I want to be able to help every single person. And if you are struggling with your sexuality, please, and I beg you, please don't end your life. You know, you are loved. You know, regardless of how your family is treating you, friends, remember, you are loved, and there are people out there who will support you and love you for who you are. This is your boy, Derek Gordon, aka DG. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button down below and turn on those post notifications. Till then, guys, talk to you soon.